Hi, this is Brian Hegney, instructor of Game and Interactive Media Design. Just to let you know, little secrets of the video creation process, I just added some bend modifiers and then I realized I made a big mistake and deleted them all over again. It's probably spent about 10 minutes of work that I had to delete. I just wanted to let you know. We all do things and then realize we did it wrong and then we have to go back in time to do it. So anyways, I tell you that because I believe I renamed this group Barrel Staves, and I don't know if that's the original name of the group, but I did that in the process and I couldn't go back in time. So what I realized I should probably be doing is hitting File and Save As, and I should be saving this as maybe my steps here. So I'm gonna probably call this I'll call this barrel. I could call it barrel 01, but I think I'm on the 5th video, so I'll call it barrel 05 right now. And I should be doing file save as a whole bunch, and then I could just go back to the previous one. Alright, so let's go ahead and do what I'm supposed to be doing here. Okay, so I'm going to select my barrel staves as a group, and before I bend them, I actually want to create the rings of the barrel. And I actually don't. The hoops. The hoops, okay? That's what I'm going to create. And so I'm going to ungroup this just so that I can select one single stave, tap E for rotate, hold down shift, and rotate this 90 degrees. Before I rotate it, I want to ensure that I have my angle snaps on, and I'm going to right click this and ensure that the options are set to the angle at a nice one. So when I did it a few minutes ago, it was actually set to 1 degree, and I didn't like that. 5 degrees is fine. Cool. So I'm going to hold down shift, rotate it 90 degrees, let go. I'm making a copy, not an instance. I'm going to call this hoop 001. There. And now I'm going to go into my top view, tap W, and move this roughly here. I'm going to come over a little bit just so I can really see it. And I'm going to go into my Modify tab, and I'm going to extend this. I could scale this, but I actually don't want to scale it overall. I want to change the height of the box. Now, if you do this along with me and you click the box, you'll notice you'll get this warning. Yes, you could totally screw up your object by going below an edit poly, because the edit poly work we often do relies on specific names of vertices or names of faces, and so you'll see, I'll show you how this will screw us up in a second. I'm going to say yes. If you've been modeling for a long time, then it's okay, or you should know what you're doing. If you're a beginner, I bet you will totally screw up your project. Now, I don't allow this to show this message again. I like a reminder, and I like my students to see a reminder, so I'm just going to keep this error message popping up. That's fine. Yes! Now, why is it going to give me that warning? Well, I'm going to go ahead, right click, and isolate selection. When I do that, it's just isolating the selected object I have. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. And just to point out, if I were to change the number of length segments, so tap F4, don't show end result, you see all of these length segments here. Well, I made that 10. If I were to decrease that to 9, not much changes here in our box mode, but if we say show end result, oh my god, turn off edge faces, like we totally screwed this up because the work we did in the edit poly, now I'll turn off edit poly, the work we did in edit poly worked on specific verts. Okay, so I want to make sure I don't screw that up by setting that back to 10. Don't show end result. Why did I do that? Oh, because I'm going to go into top view, I'm going to right click and isolate so I can see everything, and I'm going to yes, show end result, and I'm going to increase the length just until it's as wide as my piece there. Yay! Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is come in here, is I'm going to increase the height of this so it actually becomes, it's going to become that metal ring. And the other thing I want to do is go into front view and just make sure, tap F3 to look into wireframe, just make sure that this covers every barrel stave, so there's no like big spacing there. Okay. Yeah, looks good. And I'm going to click on the X. I'm going to decrease X, so this just goes over a little bit. There. Gonna go back to the other side. Just make sure it's okay. So it's actually a little bit longer than it needs to be. I'm okay with that. So maybe I'll decrease it. There we go. That should look good. There. Alright, so there's the first one. The next one, I'm going to now shift drag this here. And I'm going to give myself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should I give myself? Yeah. I think I'll base mine off of the image shown, so I'll give myself 6. Okay. 4 small ones and then 2 larger ones. So I'll actually say I'll do the first 4. Here. Select that there. Select that. Put it there. This isn't going to be too precise. Okay. And for the other ones, I'm going to shift drag this, copy. I'm going to set down here, say yes. I'm going to screw with it, and I'm going to make this wider, right? So I'm going to make this width a little bit wider. I think that's not going to screw anything up, really. Shift drag this here, copy that, just move this like that. I think that should be fine. Oh, did I accidentally freeze that? Yes, I did. That's why it was like that. And I'm actually going to give myself a little bit of space there. It's going to be imperfect. Okay, now when I group these, it will be, yeah, I'll have these staves and the hoops. Okay, nice. Now that I've done that, I'm going to save this. File, save as, and I'll call this Barrel 5. I'm actually going to save it as it is. There. In the next step, we are going to change the material colors for all of these, and then we will add bend modifiers. Bye!